Morality According to Philosophers, Part 1. Jean-Paul Sartre. Jean-Paul Sartre, influential existentialist philosopher of the 20th century, is distinguished by his focus on individual responsibility and freedom. For Sartre, morality is an exclusive matter of human beings, and he rejects any divine intervention. He considers that morality is derived from human reality, and it is in concrete existence where ethical principles are based. He highlights the idea of bad faith, the self-deception that prevents people from recognizing their freedom and responsibility in making moral decisions. John Dewey. John Dewey, pragmatist philosopher and educator, provides a perspective focused on experience and reflection. His ethical vision is based on conscious choice, where good is defined by reflection on the means and possible consequences of an action. Dewey advocates a contextual ethics, where ethical decisions are made considering the environment and practical consequences, rather than based on abstract principles. Karl Marx. Karl Marx, known for his contributions to social and political thought, approaches morality from a materialist perspective. Marx argues that morality cannot overcome human alienation simply through ethical principles, but requires a radical transformation of the material structures that generate such alienation. He emphasizes the need to change social conditions to eliminate inequality and injustice, thus creating the basis for authentic morality. Immanuel Kant. Immanuel Kant, a prominent philosopher of the Enlightenment, develops a deontological ethics based on autonomy and reason. Kant maintains that the ability to distinguish between moral good and evil is inherent in all human beings. For him, a morally correct action is one performed with pure and selfless intention, regardless of the consequences. His ethics focuses on duty and the universality of ethical maxims. Thomas Aquinas. Thomas Aquinas, medieval theologian and philosopher, presents a theocentric ethics that combines Aristotelian philosophy with Christian theology. His ethics are based on the idea that every action has a purpose, and the good of an action is linked to eternal life. Happiness, according to Aquinas, transcends earthly life and is directed towards the contemplation of God as the ultimate goal of human actions. Aristotle. Aristotle, Greek philosopher and disciple of Plato, proposes a eudaimonistic ethics focused on the pursuit of happiness, eudaimonia. Intelligence, for Aristotle, implies not only knowledge, but also the ability to apply that knowledge in practice. He defines morality as actions that depend on the will and highlights the importance of acting correctly to achieve virtue and, therefore, happiness. Confucius. Confucius, Chinese philosopher, focuses on righteousness and honesty as fundamental elements for the development of character. His ethics highlight the importance of cultivating personal conduct and highlight that goodness and righteousness in the heart are reflected in a person's character. Furthermore, Confucius emphasizes the relationship between virtue and the ability to govern ethically and effectively. Plato. Plato, an influential Greek philosopher, presents an idealistic ethics that maintains that moral values exist objectively. For Plato, wisdom avoids evil, considering that evil is the result of ignorance. He proposes that knowledge of the essential values of human nature allows one to act in accordance with morality and achieve virtue.